Hey y'all, this is Carly and I am here with the Gilmore Girls sampler from Super Tarts. So Brandy offered this sampler a couple months ago. I'm not sure exactly how long ago it was, but it was as a pre-order and all of these scents were a mystery. So you didn't know what the scents were going to be, but you could order this as a sampler. And originally it was supposed to come as scent shots. So Brandy ran out of scent shots or something like that and asked if 17 people would volunteer to get their sampler as potion packs. And I jumped on that immediately because I absolutely loved the potion packs in the Super Tarts Advent calendar over Christmas time. I love that you don't have to cut anything most of the time. You can just grab out the little shapes, and it's super cute to see what you get, super easy to use. So I jumped on that opportunity, and something else super nice that she did, if you were willing to get it as a potion pack, was give you a free clamshell with your order. And you could pick any clamshell that you wanted, I believe, but I haven't tried enough since yet to really have favorites from Super Tarts or any that I'm absolutely dying to try, so I just asked for a mystery scent, and I'm extremely happy with the one that I got. So I got this a week or two ago. It's been a little bit now, but she has mentioned that she plans to offer these scents as clamshells, I'm pretty sure. So that should be coming out soon. She's been coming out with tons of new collections lately. The Alice in Wonderland collection, which I will have for you guys soon, and then the Olympians collection I just ordered. So she's doing lots of new stuff, which is really exciting. So this sampler came in this cute little bag with the little Easter grass on the bottom, which I was pretty surprised about because Super Tarts doesn't usually do a ton with their packaging, which is fine, but I was really pleasantly surprised that this came displayed so cute. So I will go ahead and start with the free clamshell that I got. So again, I just asked for a mystery clamshell, and I happened to get Doctor Who, which I believe is maybe in the prime time collection. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but I know it doesn't have its own collection. It's just kind of with random things or with other TV shows. And this is red rooibos tea, shortbread cookies, and creamy custard. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that tea name wrong. I am a coffee person, so I don't know a ton about tea. But there, I don't watch Doctor Who, but I believe that's the TARDIS. And it's a little bit more detailed in person than you can actually probably see on camera, but I can't get it much closer since the lid is in the way. This one is really, really good. I get a really sweet, almost like a raspberry-ish or fruity scent, which I'm assuming is from that tea, but again, I'm not sure exactly what that tea note is. And then there's definitely a bakery, custardy, creamy note. But the thing that I get right off the bat, I'm pretty sure is that tea, kind of a fruity note from the tea. But that one is really nice. This is something that probably never would have jumped to the top of my list of things to order from Super Tarts because there's just so many different things. So I'm really glad that I just got a mystery one so that I can try that one. Okay, so I'm going to jump into the potion packs, and I just kind of took out one shape that I thought was a cool shape from each one because I didn't want to get out every single thing or it would have made a huge mess. But I will try to show you one of the shapes up close and then sort of describe what else I got. So this first scent that I have is Jess, and I do not watch Gilmore Girls. It's on my list of things to watch, but I don't know exactly who these characters are, but if y'all watch that show, I'm sure that you do, and I've been told or I've heard from other people in the Facebook group that the scents match the characters really well. So this one is Jess, and this is Rose Jam, Peppermint, and Leather-Bound Books. So the shape that I pulled out for this one is this little conch shell. And this is so cute. It's such a detailed little shell shape. I love that. And then the other ones that I got this huge paw print, which you can see kind of with my finger there how big that is. And it doesn't take much Super Tarts to perform well for me, so I would probably cut that in half. And then this is a little pumpkin, I think, the other one. This one is really good. I get the leather right off the bat, along with kind of a zesty lemony rose scent, which is that rose jam. You get just a hint of peppermint, but it definitely doesn't overpower everything else. This is a really good mix of those 3 different scents. It's really unique and complex, and this is definitely one of my favorites of the bunch. I really like leather scents, and mixed with that peppermint and the rose jam, which again is like a rose but with a fresh lemon or something like that. That's a Lush dupe. That one's really, really nice. That'll be really fun to melt and see what that one smells like melting. And again, for this, I would probably literally just melt this little conch shell unless I found that I needed more, because with Super Tarts, I can usually just use a tiny bit and it does really well. I usually just use 1 cube from a clamshell. This next one is Lorelai, and this is coffee, midnight ice cream, and cinnamon donuts. So the coolest one that I thought I got out of this one was this big chicken wing. Super cute. And then I also got, I'm not sure what that is. I think that's like a rabbit. And then this is like some kind of a little cat with a bow tie, I think. And then another one of the pumpkins. This one has kind of a dark chocolate coffee scent. It's really, really good. I definitely get a chocolatey scent, which I think that midnight ice cream is some type of a dark chocolate note. But this is really good. If you like sort of dark, sweet coffee scents, this one's really nice. I don't really smell the cinnamon donut. I'm really just getting coffee and that midnight ice cream. But that is really, really good. I really like that one. Next, I have Logan, and this one is black tie, amber romance, clove, and driftwood. And I think that the black tie and the amber romance are dupes for something, but I'm not sure exactly what. So this one, I got this cute little heart shape, and then there's another heart in here, and I think that's some type of flower, maybe. And this one is very musky and cologne-y. It's got just a tiny bit of a fresh note that I think is from that driftwood. I think that's what's actually sticking out, and just a little bit sort of salty and fresh. But this is a very cologne-y, rich type scent. Really good though. It's not overpowering. Like, this is definitely the type of scent that you could be in the mood for. It's not too overpowering to where it's too cologne-y and you would never want to melt it. This one is Sookie, and this is gingerbread, buttery cake bites, and applesauce buttercream. And I'm pretty sure this is the one that was in the advent calendar as gingerbread applesauce. And she had said that that scent would be reappearing as one of the Gilmore Girls scents. And so now you can see more of the full scent description, which includes the buttery cake bites and the buttercream, which she didn't have in the description for the advent calendar. And this one, the white is almost like glow in the dark looking. It's a really cool white color. So this is a little fish. And then I have just kind of a swirl. Maybe that's like a little cinnamon roll. And then this is maybe corn on the cob, I'm thinking. And then there's a little sort of just rabbit outline there. And this one is so good. This was one of my absolute favorites from the advent calendar. It's kind of hard to describe. It's really sweet. Gingerbread and applesauce, like, really well describes it, but it's, like, sweeter than you would think that that is, which is what I was kind of thinking with the advent calendar, so it makes total sense that it has cake and buttercream, too. It's not really a bakery scent, but that's really, really good. Like, it is kind of a bakery scent. It's just a really sweet. The gingerbread isn't spicy at all. It's just like a really sweet applesauce gingerbread scent. If that sounds good to you at all, I would definitely recommend getting that one because, again, that's one of my favorites. This next one is Luke, and this is buttermilk pancakes, donuts, and maple glazed bacon. And this is a little French fry. And again, this is one that I'm not sure that I would have ordered on its own because I would have been scared of that maple glazed bacon. This is a little ice cream scoop. That's like another piece of a French fry and another whole French fry. This is like a snowflake and a little duck right there. That might be like a fish. These are so cool with all these different little shapes. And I feel like I would get many more melts out of these than I would with a scent shot. Because a scent shot, I would normally just cut in half and melt it. And this, I will probably use 3 or 4 times. This is really good. Again, really sweet. I want to say the maple stands out quite a bit on this one from that maple glazed bacon. And then there's also a little bit of a bakery note from the pancakes. I don't really get a distinctly bacon note. It's a little bit different. The maple is a little bit different, but it doesn't stand out with bacon, like in a weird way. That one's really good. I would say this is mostly like a maple pancake scent with a little something different, but that one's really good. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog squeaking his toy. Y'all know the drill with him keeping himself entertained while I film videos. This one is Richard. This is bourbon neat, grams, caramel meringue, and raisins. And this is just the cutest little raspberry. And then this one has a snowflake, a gingerbread man that looks like another gingerbread man, another snowflake, and a little piece of candy. And this little piece that I got was super cute, but it's too small to actually smell it a ton on its own. So I'm going to smell it in the bag really quick. This is a really rich, deep, but again, sweet scent. You definitely get the boozy note from the bourbon with a, I don't know, it almost smells like a mapley note again, but I think it's that caramel meringue. I would say this is like a bourbon caramel scent, but sweetened up. I don't really get raisins. I don't get grams specifically, but I definitely get the bourbon and the caramel. And it's sweeter than that sounds like it might be. This next one is Rory. And this one is persimmon iced cookies and strawberry Pop-Tarts. I pulled out this leaf. Her leaves are so detailed. And I don't know if you can see, but it has just a tiny bit of glitter on this one. And then it has the big fleur-de-lis down here. And I think that's a flip-flop. Yeah, that's a little flip-flop right there. Super cute. This one is a really unique scent, and I think what I'm smelling the most is the persimmon, and I'm not sure exactly what that is or what that scent note is, so it's kind of unfamiliar, but I feel like that's what I'm smelling the most. I did just a little bit of strawberry, but I'm pretty sure what I'm getting the most is a persimmon with just a hint of strawberry. But this is a really unique scent compared to anything else that I've smelled, and it's really good. So if you're interested at all in that one, try that one out, because that is really good as well. This next one is Dean, and this is berry produce, cornbread, and wild berry mousse. I pulled out this cute little peanut. And then I have a little pacifier that broke. This is a little heart. These are a couple of what I think are pickles maybe. I'm not 100% sure. This is kind of like some broken teeth. And then this one is a little skull shape. And I usually just grab out a couple of random little shapes and melt them. So again, each one of these will probably be a good 3 or 4 melts for me, which is awesome. This one is very fruity, but you do get a hint of the bakery cornbread. And the fruity is a different fruity. I don't really know how to describe that berry produce. It's almost like mashed berries, kind of, or like, it's going to sound gross, but kind of like baby food fruit when it's sort of like all mixed together like that and pureed. That it's kind of that type of a berry scent. And then just a little bit of the cornbread. I don't get wild berry mousse on its own, but that's another good scent, really unique. Brandy has so many really unique blends, and I've enjoyed to some extent all of the ones that I've tried so far. It's really fun to try the different things. This one is Mrs. Gilmore, and this is 29 High, Lotus Blossom, and Orange Zest. And 29 High, I believe, is a 29 High Street dupe from Lush, which is just kind of a really high-end smelling, perfumey type scent. And this one, I'm not sure what this is. I think it's like a little peanut butter cup is what I think of, but maybe it's supposed to be a bottle cap or something. And then this is a, oh, sorry about that. This is a plum. This is another one of those kind of video game type hearts, a star and a heart. And this smells like a really rich, high-end perfume. Tiny bit floral from that lotus blossom. I don't really get the orange zest on its own, but I do get the 29 High Street, that Lush dupe. If you've ever smelled what that smells like, I definitely get that, and then with a little bit more of a floral note. So again, this isn't something that I'd be in the mood for all the time, but it's such a nice, just really pretty scent. It's really feminine. I feel like if you're just having, you know, if you're going out for a really nice dinner or something, this would be nice to melt before or after that. That's kind of how I feel about that one. And then the last one that I have here, I'm not sure if that's Michael or Mitchell. Again, I don't watch that show. Maybe it's Mitchell, since this is Paul Mitchell. Awapuhi, maybe? And then ginger ale, melons, and deep plum. And this one, I pulled out this super detailed and cute little cat shape. I'm not a huge fan of cats. I'm a dog person because I'm allergic to cats, but that is really cute. And I love the color. So this is a video game heart. I got a little ribbon candy there on the side, and then a couple of pumpkins. And this one is just really fruity right off the bat. Again, this is kind of a small piece that I grabbed, so let me smell it actually in the bag. It's really fruity. I thought that Paul Mitchell was, is that like a shampoo maybe? I was thinking it was a cologne, but now I'm thinking it's a shampoo. Because it may be just a tiny, tiny bit on the soapy, shampoo-y type side, but it's really fruity. I don't really get fizz from the ginger ale necessarily, but it's just a really kind of like zesty, fruity scent. With a little something extra, which I think is maybe that shampoo, cologne. Not really sure what that is, but it smells more like a shampoo to me. That's really nice. Alright, so that is the Gilmore Girls collection from Super Tarts, and again, Brandy has said that she will be making these into clamshells, so I don't think she's mentioned exactly when that will be happening, but I know that a lot of people are really excited about that, and I am really excited to melt through some of these. So I really hope that you enjoyed. Please leave any questions, comments, suggestions, any of that you may have in the comments down below. I would love to talk to you down there, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.